All right. Oh, can you hear me well? Is my voice level compared to the music good? Because I'm using not a good headset. Alright, perfect. Hello everyone and welcome to PoPRuns 10 game selection reveal. So just as a reminder, PoPRuns 10 is gonna be on November 21st to 23rd, so it's gonna be 3 days of pop running, so Prince of Persia speedruns. It's not gonna be non-stop, we are gonna sleep. As always, break will be around night for Europeans because most of the people involved in handling the event are from Europe. Basically, like we have some in the US that helps to create some transition and stuff like that, like before, and helps to do like the game selection. We have GMP who created the layout and help for various things that is in India. But then everyone else is in Europe, being me, so 707, Toka, and Robbie. And before there was Fear. So that's why like there is gonna be a break at European time, but we are still trying to find a good balance when it comes to the running time. So I hope that you will enjoy it. So the selection this year was a little bit tougher than we're used to, but it's good because that means that there was more quality sent by people. So yeah, continue making the work of Orga tough people. It's gonna be great. Also, I just want to say, as the one who is making the schedule, thank you very much because it was easier this year. There was nothing, especially like for races or stuff like that, where I did not need like to go and talk to people or your availabilities do not match and stuff like that. So thanks a lot for that, everyone. So how this reveal will go? We are gonna go game by game, so in chronological order of release, so pop 1, pop 2, 3D, stuff like that. But of course, when there is multiple version of a game, even like remakes and stuff like that, it's gonna be under the same tab. So for example, like if there is not, but like Prince of Persia Classic speedrun, I would have put it in the pop 1 slide that we're gonna see. Alright, and so let's get started with pop 1. So, for pop 1, we have 3 runs that will be shown. First of all, there is gonna be the mirror level race between Velcheran and Esteban UVQ3 TSA. It's Esteban on MS-DOS, so the MS-DOS version. The estimate is 1 hour 15. I don't believe they're gonna go this far, honestly. Like I'm more banking around 40 minutes personally, but we'll see if I'm right or wrong. So it's gonna be a run where instead of going from left to right, we are going from right to left. So you may just think that it's not something big, but for pop 1, this is actually huge because a lot of skips are pixel perfect, frame perfect and all, and a lot of things are doable only going from left to right. And so if you go from right to left, then new things are possible. So yeah, so it's gonna be pretty cool and it's a nice change. We're also gonna have the TAS Hour by AN. So for people who don't know, AN is probably like the most hyped TASer of the last 5 years or so. So what is a TAS? TAS means tool assisted speedrun. So it's basically like a speedrun done with tools. And for around an hour 10, AN will just showcase multiple tasks of pop 1 version. And so it's gonna be really cool, and it will be able to provide insight. So like we are not just gonna go and like just watch it and that's it. No, it's actually gonna explain stuff in depth. So it's gonna be really interesting, and let's face it, we're all nerds. So like we will definitely enjoy those explanations and how things are working under the hood. So yeah, like AN, like yeah, TAS video judge. Okay, so see, like I did not even know that, but like yeah, basically like AN is the man when it comes to TAS. And then we are gonna have, of course, for the 10 years anniversary of the community, why, like, there was no way we wouldn't go to the root. And there is gonna be an any person run by showing on the Apple II version of the game, which is so the first one, the game that created the Prince of Persia series by Jordan Mechner in 1989. And yes, I'm old, but I wasn't even born yet. So the estimate is 30 minutes for that one, and yeah, it's gonna be really cool because the Apple II version, while being kind of the same as the MS-DOS version, is running a lot slower, and so it may be harder for the runner to actually do it properly. But it's showing, so like it shouldn't be an issue. So that's it for PoP1. And so let's continue with the sequel, PoP2. For PoP2, there is gonna be 2 runs. So there's gonna be an any percent on the MS-DOS version by me in 19 minutes, and then a run on the Android version, which is like the remake, by GMP in 26 minutes. And that's gonna be really interesting because both games, while being completely different, have some stuff in common. I'm not gonna spoil it too much, but let's just say that you're gonna love it. And if everything goes correctly during the event, and you know, like, we don't need like to rearrange the schedule too much, they are gonna be back to back, so you will be able to appreciate the difference but also like the similarities between those two. So yeah, the Android version is really good, by the way. Like, it's something that I hope will be available more easily to people. But hey, at least we will be able to see it thanks to GMP. And for the any% MS-DOS version, yeah, like, it's the usual stuff. Like, I think I run it at PoPRuns 8, so yeah. Yeah, it has been delisted, unfortunately, like, from the Android store. That's why, like, it's really hard to run, but it's okay, GMP got us covered. Alright, so that's it for PoP1 and PoP2. So let's continue and finish the kind of pre-end of time eras with some PoP3D. And for PoP3D, we have no run. No one submitted PoP3D. So yeah, but it's fine because last year was kind of an all-star time for PoP3D. So you can just go and watch the VOD of PoPRuns 9 because we had a lot of PoP3D. So yeah, like, it was actually like amazing. So yeah. So no PoP3D this year, unfortunately, but it is fine because we have something that is the real PoP3D with Arabian Night, any person with dialogues by Tominho in 52 minutes. So yeah, we will be able to say Ali during 52 minutes, and it's gonna be so hyped. I don't know if the game will be in French or in English. We'll see, because Tominho is able to run the game in French since he's French. And you know, like, we're gonna think like he's gonna think, has to think, should he make you learn the French dub? Why not Japanese? Hey, why not? Honestly, at this point with this game, we can do so many things. But yeah, Arabian Nights, technically not a Prince of Persia game, realistically the real PoP3D. So I hope that you will enjoy it. Just also like a small warning, everything that is described in this game and is gonna be said during the commentary does not reflect the value of the Prince of Persia community and what society should be. I love this game, it's so crazy. And now we are gonna move on to the Sense trilogy. What many people think is the beginning of the Prince of Persia series. And so the first run for the first game is gonna be any person no major glitches by Devil Snake in 1 hour 40 for Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time. So no major glitches is a really fun category for this game because there is a lot of cool movement and all, and the Sand of Time is kind of the game that helped created like the community a little bit of over 10 years ago. Like it was in January 2015. Yeah. Like with the Skype group and all. So yeah. It's really great that we were able like to have at least like one run of the game at this point. So it was when the world record was by Makuyama in 1 hour 40 minutes, and now with glitches, and now we're gonna do the same estimate. It's gonna be faster than Matsuyama's run, but without major glitches. That's how much we progressed in those 10 years. And so yeah, Snake is gonna be able to showcase this, so it's gonna be amazing. But you know what is also amazing? And it's gonna not be Wire Within, because like Pop 3D, there is no Wire Within run in the event. That's unfortunate, but again, with the show that we got last year, with the... Oh my god, I don't even want to... Like, that was probably like one of the top 5 runs we got last year, like, with the race. Oh my god, it was something. Like, again, like Pop 3D, like, just go back and watch it. But yeah, Wire Within was really well covered last year. But it was fine. So yeah. As GMP is saying in chat, hopefully it won't go downhill. It can only go downhill like after the show we got at PoPRuns 9. And so yeah. So what is amazing is actually gonna be T2T, because if Wire Within was insane last year, this year is gonna be T2T. Because for T2T, we are gonna have an 80% standard race between Vinev and Hivadik. So which is like, you may also know him as Evader. So basically, the two most versatile runners we have in the Sense Trilogy series, and also like top 3 everywhere. So it's gonna be insane. That race, I cannot even begin to describe you how much I anticipate it, because they're doing like amazing zips, okay, but no, we are pitching the 2 best runners in this game that are like the 2 best zipper in the entire pop community. They're finally facing each other. That's gonna be so cool. I can't wait. It's gonna be great. And so yeah, wow. We will also have an all-power zipless by Vinev with an estimate of 1 hour 40. Zipless progressed a lot, like had a lot of development in the past year with some new techs there and there, and so it's gonna be good to be able like to see them like in all powers, while also seeing some custom strat just for the all powers category. So all powers mean that you have to get every life upgrade and sun gate, that's it. Which is like a bit slower than any person, but also like to go to the life upgrade, or even like to get the life upgrade like in the trap corridor, there may be like some strat, and also like it's gonna be interesting to see what Vinev comes up with. But if I know one thing, I can trust them. And so yeah, that's it for the 2 runs. Only 2 runs, right? Right? Nah, we got you covered. As always, we have our boy Funky with the 80% on the mobile version. The run that can soft lock at any point. The run where we just mash number 5, I think, just to do the fights. So yes, we still have Funky. This is our meme run, as always. Yes, Arabian Night is not a meme, by the way. This is the most serious run. We needed a meme. Funky is always there to provide us with it. And so yeah. And that's already it for the Sense Trilogy. So now let's start talking already about 2K8. Because a lot of you know, but this year was one of the most important years for this game history. For 2K8, we finally got 80% standard that is sub 2. meaning that Toka had to actually run the game. It was something that was anticipated for months, years. Basically, when the run was 4 hours and it was just a collectathlon, we would never believe this time would come. And so, this year we don't have one, we don't have two, we have 3 runs for 2K8. We have any percent standard, any percent no major glitches, and epilogue any percent. So first, let's talk about the big dog, the any percent standard run. It's gonna be by Smaflax. With an estimate that is 2 hours flat, 2 hours, 0 minutes, 0 seconds. And yes, this is important because sub 2 was something crazy. And Smaf just said, okay, you know what? I did it once after grinding. I'm gonna do it live at PoPRuns. So, and right now, like you cannot see it if you're on YouTube, but he's in chat and he's saying that it's gonna be an easy one. So we all know he will do it. He will provide us a sub 2 live at an event. And yeah, that's gonna be like a run that is full glitches. It's gonna be a run that you need 10 PhD to understand normally, but they are gonna make it easy to understand for us. And they can, I can't even express how big this block will be, because just after any percent standard, we're actually gonna have the end of the story with epilogue any percent by Drep. So for people who don't know, Drep is not really a runner, but he's someone who glitch hunt a lot. And let's just say that he did more glitch hunt in 2K8 than I played video game in my life. And I'm 34 years old, so you know, that says a lot, right? But Drep will actually follow just after Smaf, so that we can have the entire story with glitches for the 2K8 series. That's gonna be amazing. And then there was GMP with Nuki this year. They both decided, you know what, standard is great and all, but let's break NMG as well. And so they came up and they completely destroyed the no major glitches category. With a small incident where someone asked a question in the Discord server and then a discussion answered, and then some glitches were allowed and stuff like that. But you know what? That's not the subject, okay? That person was weird. They completely rerouted this category multiple times. Multiple times. And now we can finish it in like 3 hours. What the heck? It's gonna be insane. 2K8 is gonna be the big star of the show, like it was this year. I have not seen the community comes together as much as when Smaf was chasing the sub 2 run, sub 2 hours run. That was something, honestly. So yeah, that's gonna be amazing. So yeah, any percent standard that got destroyed, any percent no major glitches that got destroyed, epilogue any percent that got destroyed. All thanks to the effort of Nuki, GMP, Smaflax, Drep, Sam, Vin, and everybody else around over the years. And I hope that you will enjoy this run. Yes, indeed, I forgot Toka, Brim as well. I forgot Toka because yes, that's true. That what pushed the 2K8 community to go this far was to make Toka play that game. Alright, I think I've been rambling about 2K8 for like 5 minutes or 6 minutes, so like let's go on. Because after 2K8, we have TFS. And TFS is gonna be something. Because we have 3 runs, but you know what? They are all gonna be on a different platform. So, another game that got revolutionized this year was the Wii version of TFS. Because Toka finally found how to unlock all powers early by doing some save manipulation. And that opens the door to an actual good category of this game. Because if you do not know it, this game, any percent category is blah, not interesting at all. And the New Game Plus is not really a New Game Plus. But now we can have all the powers early. And that leads to crazy skip. And we have two runners that are gonna race, which are Toka and Skyler with a 1 hour and 10 estimate. And that's gonna be cool because the last time I think we saw the Wii version was 2019 maybe? Like I know that Toka did a run of it, I think, at when PoPRuns went at my place, but yeah, like that just showcased like this game sucks. Okay, let's be honest. But this category is so cool to watch. So all we needed was just to hack the game to have all the powers from the start, from the beginning, and then it became a crazy speedrun. So I hope that you will enjoy it, and it's also gonna be like the first Skyler run, I think, at PoPRuns. Hopefully I did not forget any runs, but yeah. But TFS released on many platforms, and one of them is the Nintendo DS. And some weird people, like Smaflax, decided, you know what? That game is pretty good, apparently. And you know what? I want to showcase it to the 10,000 people that are gonna watch PoPRuns this year. And so he submitted it with a 2 hours 10 estimate, and of course, we had to watch it. We had to pick it. And it's gonna be great? Question mark? I have no idea. I have only seen like some clips and all, honestly, I have no idea. I'm keeping the surprise, so you know I cannot talk too much about it. So Sam is saying that it's not great. So yeah. But let's be honest. I think that TFSDS should be better than TFK. So yeah, we're gonna see it. But earlier for 2K8 I talked about Drep revolutionizing the game in every category. But Drep also came by and say, hey, you know what? TFS PC is pretty good. Let me look into it for like an hour or two. And so, 4 weeks after, a bunch of new skips were found. New strats. And Samabam will be there to showcase them in any percent standard. It's gonna be so the PC version. It's one that changed a lot over the years, and so I'm really hyped to see the new development in it. Again, Drep exists, so you know it, and it's also Sam's baby. Let's be honest. Beating Sam in this game is rough, and it's gonna be even harder if he actually put the time before PoPRuns to grind a new world record. And apparently, like there is some shady deal that are going on the in chat, where Drep is wants to take control of Sam's PC to hit some skip. But you know what? Let's create a 2-player categories and then we're good. 2 players, 1 controller, like we got with Pop 3D on Dreamcast 2 years ago at Caddy's place. And we already finished what was the end of the Prince of Persia series for a long time. But last year, we got a new Prince of Persia that got released, which was The Lost Crown. And we got the Rogue Prince of Persia, that was also released in early access. So TLC, The Lost Crown, was a big part of last year's PoPRuns. And of course, he had to return. It had to return. There was no way it would not return. And so, it's gonna be simple. It's just gonna be 2 any percent run. One with no restriction, meaning that we can glitch however we want and just go straight to the end. It's gonna be done in 28 minutes. And one with a bunch of restriction, which is close to the no major glitches category, but not exactly, by Karim, with a 1 hour of 5 estimate. So Karim joined the community with the Lost Crown, and it's gonna be great that he can showcase it because he found a ton of skips in it, and more importantly, he was able to find the Wagwakti travel that wasn't there when I ran this game last year. And it just got a lot of part of the endgame, like a big part of the endgame. So I hope that you will enjoy it. You will also see some really good slide cancelling. Yes, Karim, I'm putting some pressure on you. I hope that you will work on your mashing. Because like you're a good masher, so you have to showcase it to people. But yeah, that's gonna be pretty hype because it's gonna be kind of a Prince of Lost Crown 1 year and a half later, so that you can see everything the community of TLC found in the past year. Of course, if at any point any of us do a walk of shame, yes, I'm cheating because like I only have one to not do, to not hit. We are gonna be donating hundreds of euros to this stream charity that we are raising money for, which is buying a new entrance portal for Eraser. So, just saying, 100 euros, don't get any walk of shame. But as I said earlier, the Rogue released last year in early access, but this year, this summer, so only a few months ago, it actually got out of early access. We got the Rogue version 1.0. And oh my god, is it a crazy game. So for people who don't know, this is a roguelite game. Meaning that every time you go through it, the level layouts are different. You're incentivized to do multiple runs and runs and runs, dying, start again, finishing, starting again, new weapons, etc, etc. And that does kind of work as a speedrun. But to accommodate all the things that are possible in this game, we had to create a lot of categories. And it's good because that means that you will be able to see 3 of them. So first of all, let's talk a little bit about what fresh file means. Fresh file means that you start from a fresh file, so from a new file. And why is it important? Because it's a roguelite, meaning that when you finish runs, you unlock new weapons, you unlock new biomes, so like new levels basically. You unlock a lot of things. And normally, like in any person, you can use those things to finish the game faster. But in a fresh file, you cannot do that. And so we have 2 big categories for fresh file. First of all, we have fresh file corrupted ending, which is basically just from a new file, go straight to the end. And, except if things change, we are gonna do it in seed 0. So seed is a seed is like a random number that influence your layout, your drops, and everything else. But when you start a new file, you start on seed 0. Meaning that you have no equipment. You cannot get any equipment before the final boss. Or what other bosses drops, because there is no shop, no altar where you can get weapons and all. So this category is quite sick because it's like do the run but be under stuff and pray you don't die. And you know what? That's what GMP will do with a 20-minute estimate. And it's gonna be sick. Because the second boss of this category is a complete beast. Nonetheless, just this week, RNG manip was found in this category to actually get a good weapon before the final boss, making it more doable at least. And JMP found it, so you know what? No one is better suited than him to showcase it. And then we have Fresh File Story Journey. It's going to be run by me and it's 1 hour 10. What does Story Journey means? So again, from a new file, you have to go to the end. But this time it's not just finish one run. It's because like you can finish a run like pretty fast, as you can see with GMP's estimate, right? It's actually gonna be finish the entire story of this game, because yes, you have to go, die, etc. multiple times, but there is actually a story in this game. So you have to go to some biomes, unlock some elements, find some stuff there and there and there. And so it's basically like get to the true ending, the good ending of the game. And we can do that in game time in a bit under an hour right now. But this game has a lot of random elements, that's why the estimate is 1 hour 10. And so I will be able to showcase that, so that you can get the entire story journey through the Rogue Prince of Persia. And I hope that you will enjoy it. And finally, we have any person unseeded, meaning that we don't manipulate the seed to have a fixed layout. It will be completely random. Any awakening is like some difficulty that you can put on top of the game, you know, like having enemies following you, having weapon durability, taking more damage, enemies have more HP, they hit harder, there is no fountain to drink, etc. etc. So for people who know, for example, it's like the heat in Hades. I don't know how to pronounce it in English. But just an any person unseeded run is quite fast, you know, it's like 10-ish minutes, 10, 12 minutes, probably 15 if you get like really unlucky. But Velsheran decided that he will showcase 3 runs while going through multiple biomes, so not only the fastest, but like just showcasing as many things as possible in 50 minutes, so that you can also experience what a roguelike is. So I hope that you will enjoy it. We have been hard at work in this game like since this summer, and that's just cool that in 2 years in a row now we get a new Prince of Persia to enjoy. So what do you think about all the games selected so far? I'm saying so far like there is something other game selected, but no, there is not, by the way, like this is the end. I'm just bad at English as always. So that's the entire game that we selected, game list that we selected for this event, for PoPRuns 10. The 10 years after the community was created, so like the milestone of a milestone, we hit double digit. And so to celebrate that, we picked those games. But we also have some surprise planned before the event. So for around a week before the event, like a few days up to a week, we're gonna have some events that are gonna be live on the PoPRuns channel. You know, like I don't want to get too much into the details because we still need time to flesh everything out. But you know, like we're gonna be able like to watch some old ones that are memorable. We may have some little game. We may have a discussion about a series, stuff like that. But like more importantly, yeah, like I can definitely say we're gonna watch some old speedruns in the week before the event, because some runs are that legendary and we need to showcase them because it has been 10 years. And so stay tuned for more announcements where we have everything fleshed out and a planning to tell you to communicate. So definitely enable like the notification on Twitch, because we're gonna be a bit more live a week before the event. So yeah, I hope that you will enjoy it. It's gonna be done, like the organization part is gonna be done by me and Toka, but it will involve the community. Like it's not us that will, for example, like sat down and commentate a run. No. That's not gonna be fun, you know. We're gonna have experts from the community come and talk about it. So hopefully some people will be available, but we'll see. And yes, if I ask one person about their availability, like randomly at some point this week, it's why. And so now we truly arrive at the end of this game selection reveal and everything we planned for PoPRuns 10. November 21st to 23rd, you can go on twitch.tv/PoPRuns. There is also like a link to the Oangus with the schedule that I'm gonna publish now. So it will take like 2 to 5 minutes to go live. Up. But I'm gonna update the link in Discord. If you are watching this on YouTube, it's gonna be in the description as well. So go there and just watch our schedule, enjoy, take some note about which run you want to watch. Actually, it should already be live. So let me just send it in Twitch. I hope that you will definitely enjoy. Don't hesitate to send message in the PoPRuns main channel on Discord about which run you're more eager to see. You can see it. Nice. So it was fast. Thank you, Angus. Of course, for the runners, we are gonna talk about it. Maybe there is gonna be some schedule changes. So if you're watching this on November the 2nd, which is when I'm streaming this, and you look at it in 2 weeks and there is some changes, it's normal. But still, talk to me about what you're hyped for. If you have any more ideas as well, for the pre-days event, and you want to see if something is doable, hit me up. Send a message to Anorga. We're definitely gonna answer to you as soon as we can and see if we can implement it or not. But at least we will definitely consider it. This is gonna be PoPRuns 10, the end, November 21st to 23rd. Twitch.tv/PoPRuns. I'm 7 and I will see you there. Bye bye! That was good. A bit long, but that was good. I'm good.